It Happened One Summer is a romance novel written by Tessa Bailey, published in 2021. It's the first book in the Bellinger Sisters series. The story follows Piper Bellinger, a socialite who is sent to a small coastal town by her stepfather to work at a dive bar as part of her rehabilitation program. Chapter 1, Piper's Predicament. Piper Bellinger, a notorious socialite in Los Angeles, finds herself in yet another scandalous situation, this time involving her stepfather's prized racehorse. Fed up with her behavior, her stepfather, Arthur, decides to teach her a lesson. He sends her packing to a small coastal town in the Pacific Northwest, where she's to work at the dive bar she co-owns as part of her rehabilitation. Piper is outraged at this turn of events but reluctantly agrees to go, determined to prove her stepfather wrong and return to her glamorous life in LA. As she arrives in the quaint town of Westport, she's hit with a wave of culture shock and realizes that her life is about to take an unexpected turn. Chapter 2, Meeting Brendan. Piper reluctantly begins her new job at the dive bar, where she meets Brendan Taggart, a ruggedly handsome fisherman and owner of the boat she's to work on. Brendan is unimpressed by Piper's entitled attitude and isn't afraid to call her out on it. Despite their initial clashes, Piper is intrigued by Brendan's rough exterior and undeniable charm. As they banter back and forth, a spark ignites between them, leaving Piper both frustrated and intrigued by the enigmatic fisherman. Chapter 3, Settling in. As Piper settles into her new life in Westport, she struggles to adapt to the physical demands of her job and the laid-back pace of small-town living. She faces challenges at every turn, from learning to navigate the rough waters of the Pacific Ocean to dealing with the eccentric locals who frequent the dive bar. Despite her initial reservations, Piper finds herself growing fond of the quaint coastal town and the people who inhabit it. She also finds herself drawn to Brendan in ways she never expected, as they continue to clash and challenge each other at every turn. Chapter 4, Growing Closer. As Piper and Brendan spend more time together, they begin to form a bond that goes beyond their initial animosity. They open up to each other about their pasts, sharing their hopes, dreams, and insecurities. Piper learns about Brendan's troubled childhood and the sacrifices he's made to build a life for himself in Westport. Brendan, in turn, discovers that there's more to Piper than meets the eye, and he finds himself drawn to her fiery spirit and determination. Despite their differences, they find common ground and start to see each other in a new light. Chapter 5, Conflicts and Complications. Just as Piper and Brendan start to grow closer, Piper's past comes back to haunt her in the form of her ex-boyfriend, who shows up in Westport looking for trouble. Jealous and possessive, he causes tension between Piper and Brendan, threatening to tear them apart. Brendan refuses to back down, however, and stands up to Piper's ex, proving that he'll do whatever it takes to protect her. As they navigate this new challenge together, Piper and Brendan's bond deepens, and they realize that they're stronger together than apart. Chapter 6, Overcoming Obstacles. As Piper and Brendan confront their fears and insecurities, they learn to trust each other in ways they never thought possible. They face obstacles and challenges head-on, refusing to let anything stand in the way of their burgeoning relationship. Along the way, they discover the true meaning of love and sacrifice, as they support each other through thick and thin. As their feelings for each other deepen, Piper and Brendan find themselves falling irrevocably in love, ready to embrace whatever the future holds. Chapter 7, Happily Ever After. In the final chapter, Piper and Brendan finally admit their love for each other, confessing their deepest desires and fears. They embrace their future together, envisioning a life filled with love, laughter, and endless adventures in their beloved coastal town. As they share a passionate kiss under the starlit sky, they know that they've found their happily ever after in each other's arms. With their newfound love and commitment, Piper and Brendan are ready to face whatever challenges life throws their way, secure in the knowledge that they'll always have each other. If you enjoyed this summary and want to see more, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to share your thoughts on the book in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.